guys, I'm Layla. Today we're in Raid Shadow Legends, and we're going to be doing a showcase for Nell Blackteeth. Primarily because it's going to be a nice showcase for the Blessing Lethal Dose as well. And this showcase is courtesy of Siegfried. Siegfried, thank you so much for letting us show off Nell, especially since I don't have her. And he also does stream on Twitch, guys, so I will have his link down below. Make sure you toss him a follow. Okay, so Nell is the Silva Watcher Mythic. She's one of them there, right? And if you forgot, she came from the whole Hansel Gretel dynamic that we did. And whew, there's her creepy Super Saiyan form. However, for this showcase, we're primarily going to be having her in her base form. And I know I had done like a lore video on her already and talked about her, but I thought like they did such a good job with like the aesthetics of her. And then yeah, we got like this creepy, she's the baddie in the whole Hansel and Gretel story, right? She would make a pretty epic cosplay for sure. Okay, now looking at her kit here, so you are going to see Siegfried has her in 4 pieces of pinpoint. Okay, we do also have 1 piece of feral, and then we have 3 pieces of stone skin is what we have here. Now let's check out her stats. We are going to be taking her into arena. We don't have anything arena here, but what we have for her base form is she has almost 62,000 HP, 4,700 attack, 3,600 defense, 187 on the speed. She's not crit capped, which is fine because primarily it's her poisons. You guys are going to see that in a minute. We have 168% crit damage, 336 resistance, and then 463 on the accuracy. So talking about her kit, her A1 hits once, steals 10% turn meter, and steals additional 5% turn meter for each debuff on the enemy, along with a chance of placing a true fear. Sporific Musk. It steals all buffs from enemies, decreases each target's turn meter by 10%, and decreases each target's turn meter by additional 5% for each debuff on them. And this is where it gets fun, right? It also instantly activates all poisons on all enemies, then places a sleep on all enemies without a poison. So it's going to affect them one way or another. Sickle of Corruption, another AoE that places decreased defense and a weaken and fills turn meter of all allies. Then we have her Metamorph, which puts her in her Super Saiyan form, and her passive, Blackteeth's Buffet. Whenever an enemy receives a buff, is healed, or has turn meter increase, places a poison on the enemy for 2 turns and ignores block debuffs. Increases turn meter for each poison placed by this skill. So again, like we could have her turn meter just really cranking, right? All right, and her aura is going to be ally accuracy in arena by 100%, or 100, which means because we are going to be taking her in arena. And I talked about this pairing really well with Lethal Dose for the Blessing, is because this Blessing increases damage enemies receive from poison placed by this chip in arena and siege. And again, we're taking her into arena. So what's going to be doing also ignores 35% of each target's resistance when placing the poison in arena and siege. And again, that's the point, is we're going to be taking arena for here. And that's also going to be giving additional like HP, attack, defense, resistance, and accuracy. And you're going to see that Siegfried has a 5-star blessing on her, which means increases damage enemies receive by 200%. Okay. She does also have a relic. She has the Arachne Elixir, is wearer's poison debuffs deal bonus damage equal to 50% of the wearer's attack. So basically, he built her to be, pun intended, totally like lethal with her poisons, right? That is how we have her. And here are her masteries, okay? We're down the offense and the support trees, with the T6 being Helm Smasher. All right. Now, what you also don't see up here is that we have Bring It Down, and then we also have Methodical. All right, that is the build for Nell Blackteeth. If you guys have her, drop me a comment down below. Let us know how you have her built, where you're using her, and we're going to go take her into arena. All right, so here we are. We're going to see that Siegfried is in gold 5, and he said the way that he has this team set up is for teams with an Arbiter speed lead, which is what we see here. So now look at this. It's a 3-man team, and he calls it Memento Mori. His whole idea is basically they're gonna blow up and die from poisons, right? So with Nell, we are focusing on her instantly activating poisons. We have Gallither. Gallither doesn't have anything here, and then Marichka we're gonna leave alone. All right, here we go. Let's see how this plays out. Okay. Look at that! Did you guys see that? They didn't even touch him! They just like fainted and died! Oh my god, that's funny. Okay, here we go again. Here we go. Let's go. I didn't have to do nothing! Okay, here we go. Okay. The sheep is trying! Stop dying from poisons! Those of you guys watching YouTube, my chat's like, what the hell happened to these teams? Basically, they just died. They're just dying. Okay, that's funny. All right, refresh. Okay, Arbiter, let's go. All right, let's go. All right. So look at that. Look at all like the poison stacks. It's Nell's passive. She has a really good anti-speed champ because of that. So, guys, remember what we said about her passive? We'll do one more, and then I'll show you guys again. We'll go here. And this is why we're playing up against speed teams, right? We want them to go first and do all of their buffs. Because watch, when Arbiter buffs, they all get poisoned. And then more poisons. And then they just die! And this is why. Because again, we go back to Nell. No, I don't want that. We go back to Nell over here. Whenever an enemy receives a buff, is healed, or has turn meter increased by skill, places a 50% poison debuff that ignores block debuffs, and her turn meter is also boosted for each poison debuff placed by the skill. So you're seeing, like, they're all getting multiple stacks of poison. It is pretty funny. And we are focusing on her Sporific Musk, which instantly activates all poisons. So this is what's going on for those of you guys that were like, wait, what's going on? Now we'll do it again. And watch, and you'll see what's happening. All right, let's see. We're going to refresh. He said it was okay to refresh. So watch, this is what's gonna happen. We have the Arbiter speed's gonna go first. They all get poisoned. And just die. They all get poisoned and die, right? Because again, every time there's buffs, look at that. Every time buffs are placed by this team. That's okay if it might slow it. I think we're still gonna win it, that's fine. But it's just the point of seeing that is every time buffs are placed by this team, we have poisons being landed. And with her passive, that's what's happening there. And then we have her A2 as the priority, which instantly activates. And then, yeah, now it's just Sun Wukong. What a fun showcase, guys. I'd love to know what you think. Like I said, if you happen to have if you happen to have Nell, are you using her? Did you know? Did you know? And I love this. Siegfried, thank you so much again. We're going to watch it just one more time as they all just like die. No chance. They just all die. Absolutely love that. Siegfried, thank you again so much for this showcase. That was pretty entertaining, I have to say. We got Georgie left, and I mean, Georgie's trying. He's got unkillable up. He's trying. And he's dead. There we go. Siegfried, thank you so much for the showcase. Guys, drop me some comments down below, and thanks for watching.